taken and his tongue taken. That's like not pleasant. So there's some stuff with the plagues. You know, I love The Mummy. Mummy's great. It's an incredible film.
Stephen Sommers also directed Deep Rising. I love that movie.
You know what? That's another movie which is very similar to Deep Blue Sea. And again, not enough people love Deep Rising.
You know what's cool? Kino Lorber they released the 20th anniversary of it, and it has like Stephen Sommers commentaries and all new documentaries. So I just bought Deep Rising on Blu-ray, and it's loaded with. No one on this planet is going to listen to all of it, but I am, and I can't wait.
I think I'm going to have to seek it out because I've got a 20-year-old DVD that I still kind of dust off every now and then and watch.
Well, send me the DVD and you get the new Blu-ray.
Yeah, there we go.
You know what? It's flawless. You know, it's a stupid movie, but it's great.
It's just what? It's like Cthulhu on a cruise ship with long tentacles murdering mercenaries. And then there's Treat Williams blasting around on a jet ski.
Speaking of things that are stupid but great, Mark, did you listen to the commentary for this chapter?
Yeah.
Rennie Harlin mentions his website.
Yes, RennieHarlin.com.
RennieHarlin.com. Has anyone here visited RennieHarlin.com recently?
I have. Well, not recently, but in the past, yes.
Okay. I couldn't stop myself today going through the entire website. It was last updated just after Deep Blue Sea was released. And it looks it everywhere. This is not an active website, but RennieHarlin.com, go out there, seek it out. It's got a little bio. He's got six pages on there. There's an About Rennie page, where he's talking about Deep Blue Sea and the other projects he did before that. There's a links page. The links page is my favourite page. He links to 7 things. He has Rennie's bookmarks, 7 things. One of them, his own website.
Hey.
Which I love. I love when websites link to themselves. He also has the IMDb homepage. Great. There's a page that goes to Rooters Entertainment that just seems to be defunct, and Dark Horizons, which is a movie review site that's been active since 1997. Then he's got 3 personal people's websites. One of them, Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore's personal website. Last updated some time ago. It's not up to date. But hey, I don't know if she and Rennie Harlin have actually worked together or not.
I don't think they have.
I don't think they have. But
they both have red hair, so that might have something to do with it.
Yeah.
Perhaps they do. Yes.
Oh, how would she have been in Deep Blue Sea?
She would have been the Saffron Burrows character.
Yes. Yeah. And she'd have been fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Julianne Moore in films. I think she's great.
Do you think she could pull off the mad-driven doctor?
Easily.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. Yeah,
well,
definitely.
Yeah. I liked her in Evolution. That's a creature feature.
She's great in Evolution. The Lost World.
Very large explosion. They put shampoo into that large monster's butt because Orlando Jones doesn't he say that? He's like, I've seen everything. And then they blow it up and it explodes over everybody. That's another good monster explosion. Evolution.
That's a great one. They napalm it first. I love Evolution. Yeah. And she's great in The Lost World, and she's great in like Magnolia and Boogie Nights, everything. Julianne Moore, great. So that's one of the links. Another link he has is for Angelica Bridges, which is a name that was not familiar to me. She was Miss America in 1992, and she went on to appear in Baywatch and a few other films and TV shows that wouldn't, like things like Veronica Mars. She had some roles in Mystery Men. She's one of the furries in Mystery Men. Mortal Kombat Conquest. She's
nice.
A Megis, I don't know. So why Angelica Bridges? I don't know. Again, they've never worked together. And the third one that he has is Diedrich Bonhoeffer, who is a Protestant theologian from Germany, who was killed by the Nazis for being anti-Nazi in 1945. I cannot connect any of these 3 people to Rennie Harlin. I don't know. I just love the randomness of these 3 people and everything else about his site. He also has an email Rennie page where you can email Rennie Harlin's email address.
I emailed him.
Email Rennie?
Did. I emailed him to be on the show and I never heard back.
Did you email? His email address is rennie@rennieharlin.com.
I did.
Well, I spent a long time composing an email today as well. Fired it off, and I got a reply back saying, this isn't a real email address. Sorry. So I don't think you're going to get a reply to that email anytime soon, Mark.
Oh, man.
But yeah, Rennie Harlin needs to get on and update his website because it's very dated. Very, very dated.
I would love to know what he's doing right now. And have you read the articles about him recently? They're like China really wants to match the United States with their blockbusters, so they brought Rennie Harlin over.
He's moved to China. He's living in China, isn't he?
Yes.
Yeah. And he's directed a few films. He did Skip Trace, which was actually, I keep talking about it, but it was a big hit overseas. So they brought him over there to kind of help them make more blockbusters. So they recruited Harlan to help them out, to blow stuff up, which he's perfect for.
Yeah, I mean, his own bio says that he has the status as one of the best producers of the genre action.
I'd say so.
That was after Die Hard 2, in which it kind of lets us know that Bruce Willis played the main role, so thank you for that. And there's an alternative title for Nightmare on Elm Street 4. They call it The Lord of Sleep on here. Nightmare on Elm Street 4, Ooh. The Lord of Sleep.
Because that one's Dream Master, correct?
Yeah.
Whoa.
The
What's
Lord
better,
of Sleep.
Lord of Sleep or the Dream Master?
I think Dream Master is more fitting because sleep does not necessarily mean dreams. I haven't remembered a dream for 20 years. I just don't. When I sleep, I wake up and it's like nothing happened. Apparently, I'm talking in my sleep. I have no recollection of it. So, the Lord of Sleep, I think, is ambiguous. That could be like the Sandman. That could be some other thing that is involved with sleep. I don't know. But Dream Master, that's more Freddy Krueger because he's like mastering dreams. Plus, then you have like Dream Warriors is the one before it, and the Dream Child is the next one, I think.
Yep.
Yeah,
we've covered all those on Movies, Films, and Flicks. You should go listen to it.
So you have the Dream trilogy. Yeah.
The problem is with those franchises, it makes me appreciate the Scream franchises more because when you write about horror movies a lot, you got to do Nightmare on Elm Street 4, The Dream Master, Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Problem Child. No, that's the movie.
The Dream Child. The basket case.
The Dream Child. So that's why I just want to write about Scream more often because Scream 2, Scream 3, Scream 4. There's no Scream 4 again.
But then you get the fifth one also being called Scream instead of the. I can take no credit for this. I heard it somewhere else, but it should be called Screams. They should do Aliens with it. Put an S on the end of it because also that looks like Scream 5. But just call it Screams.
Yeah. Yes.
Screams.
Yeah, call it Screams. You got Screams. Because the S in Screams looks like a 5. Or just call it Scream 5. Sod it.
Can you pluralize Scream? Because isn't it they were all screaming. There was a lot of screams.
I have recorded multiple screams from numerous people.
There were, yeah. Or still screaming.
Yeah. Carry on screaming. Oh, that's already a film.
Did the shark have time to scream? It didn't see it coming, did it? So that was a quick death.
Yeah, this is a surprise death for the shark. It was unaware.
Well, he probably kind of thought it was coming. I mean, the other two, they died, so.
Yeah. The writing was on the wall.
Yeah. Or all over the ocean by the time he was gone.
That was a huge explosion.
But also, you see when they do that aerial shot, that seems to be a lot of red stuff. So they really must have gone through a lot of dye just to get that amount of the ocean.
Well, they've used CGI blood in it before, like at Janice's death in the maintenance shaft. That was CGI blood in the water. But this looks more realistic.
Yeah.
It's tangible.
Yeah.
I think John Richardson, he did it right. But this was like a 45-foot shark with 7,000 pounds of explosives on it, which, I'm telling you, it's beautiful. But if you look at explosions in most horror movies, I mean, in Jaws, that shark goes kaplooey. In Tremors, when the graboids explode because of the pipe bombs, they shower goo all over everybody from that pipe bomb. You have Hellboy 2, that thing explodes. Love and Monsters, this thing gets a grenade in its stomach and it explodes, like 50 pounds of C4 were in it and just explodes all over the thing. So I think Grizzly, the explosion in that, oh my gosh. Predator, Piranha 3D, Jaws 3, that thing. So I think creature features just love exaggerating explosions, which is probably much every action movie ever, because you just don't want a boring explosion, but it seems like a fun staple of the genre is just comically blowing up a monster.
That's something the Jurassic Park films haven't done. They haven't blown up a dinosaur.
Whoa.
Yet.
Man, they murdered them all with lava.
That's
and
it.
left them
Yeah,
on-
that's true. Yeah,
Yeah.
they just brutally wiped out an entire population with lava, which I will never forgive Fallen Kingdom.
Has anyone in the Jurassic Park movie sort of killed a dinosaur and went, "You're extinct"?
I mean, Goldblum makes that joke to Sam Neill, we're out of the job, don't you mean extinct, in the first one. So they covered it. But yeah.
No, like a Last Action Hero, Arnold Schwarzenegger has a cigar in his mouth.
You're extinct.
Wait, you know when he shoots an alligator in a racer, he goes, "Your
Your
luggage."
luggage, yes. Fantastic.
You know, these alligators were just hanging out in captivity, and he just blows its head off. You know what? Alligators in general in movies get a bad rap. Think about it. Happy Gilmore. Alligator's doing its thing, gets beat up. And then you have Ace Ventura When Nature Calls. Alligator's doing its thing, it gets beat up. Crocodile. And then Joe Dirt. It puts Joe Dirt in its mouth and shakes him around.
Princess and the Frog.
There's Crawl. I love that movie. I'm not gonna say anything bad about
Crawl's
it.
a great movie. Yeah.
Crawl is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. We will have
That's-
no bad words said against Crawl.
No.
Take it back.
Crawl is kind of my new, like, this decade, this century's Deep Blue Sea for me.
Hell
I
yes.
think it's just, I think it's real. That Aja, he also did Piranha 3D, which I love. It's just so playful, and just
Yeah.
people lose arms like in Deep Blue Sea. It's just, I love that they escape out of the house and then a wave pushes them back into the
They
house.
just can't get out of the house. That house is the Aquatica of Crawl.
Oh, $13 million that budget for Crawl. Can you believe that?
Do you know what? It's brilliant. I think the tension for a 90-minute movie that's pretty much got two people in it.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
We speak the same language, Niall. I love it.
yeah. But you know what? A good creature feature you cannot beat. Any aquatic animal that sort of eats people, I'm up for.
I'm going to counteract that with Lake Placid. A terrible, terrible film.
You know what? I haven't seen it in 20 years.
Keep it that
whatever.
way.
Yeah. Although I did see Lake Placid 3 or 4 or something recently, which wasn't too bad.
Oh,
wow.
really?
Maybe that's the best of the franchise.
I mean, it was terrible, but it was it was enjoyable enough once you kind of go in thinking it's going to be terrible.
That's the kind of attitude you have to have towards a lot of these direct to DVD or direct to TV. I don't even know if DVDs are still a thing. Direct to whatever, streaming.
Yeah.
You know they're bad. I guess you can't rate them like they're Jaws. You just got to rate them as Piranha 4, Piranhas versus Graboids versus Lake Placid. Which, you just got to. I wish there was like a scale on how to grade those. Like Scott Adkins movies. I had to name drop Scott Adkins once again.
I think. Have you seen Deep Blue Sea 3?
Not yet.
I hear it's good.
Do you know what it is? It's very much a rip-off of the Deep Blue Sea or Deep Blue Sea, but it's fun. You know, and again, if you rate it on a sort of scale of 1 to 2, at 5, you know, it's fun. You know, it's very similar to the first one. It's not as good, but it's a good laugh. So that's all I can say about it.
We have it in our
And
future.
I hear the actors are pretty good in it. So it's direct to DVD, but the actors try.
Yeah. I haven't seen the second one, which I hear is terrible. But
That's also in our future.
Yeah.
But the third one, I had a great time watching it.
Yeah, for me, I really try to stay positive with film because sometimes I just think it's too easy to just dunk on a movie. But Deep Blue Sea, I need to watch again because I watched it once and I did not enjoy it. So I'm looking forward to watching it again with sort of new expectations for it to see if it holds up. Let's hope. I hope so. But no, I hear I don't know. Isn't it bull sharks in Deep Blue Sea 3?
I believe it is, which I think. No, I have not seen the second one. It's a continuation of the storyline where they escape from the end of that, and it opens up with the kind of mercenaries tracking it, and again to like a research facility, and you know then sharks start eating people as it starts to sink again. But it's a lot more of a low tech type thing than the Aquatica.
I mean, it's such a smart idea, though. I mean, look at it like Underwater. I really like that movie this year. What I love about like aquatic horror, I love when a cruise ship is broken down, or so like, it just adds. You're on the water, you know, you're sinking. Sharks are in the water. It's such a tried and true recipe for success. So I guess it makes sense to go back to it on the third one because that's what works. Like you don't have to reinvent the wheel.
No, and again, you know, like going back to your Screams or all these sorts of movies, You know, you've got somebody attacking somebody with a knife. All somebody wants is kind of confined space and sharks or crocodiles, whatever it might be. You know, and it's fun. You know, it's primal fear, isn't it?
Oh gosh, have an alligator around? Yeah.